to a certain degree that college is a gimmick, because you got a lot of people, like far as in like the student loans and the debts. One of the biggest problems, like even in this past election, Biden was promising to forgive student loans or whatever, right? And a lot of people found themselves buried in debt, because they was going to college and whatever they majors was, they was coming home and not being able to find jobs based on this college degree. So you got people, with different degrees working at the dollar store, working at Rite Aid, or something that's not pertaining to what they went to school for. Or some people just went to college and just took up anything, and now they got this student debt and they don't have a job.
My thing with that is that it's like an investment. College is an investment. Just
Mhm.
like I feel like going into a trade is an investment. You invest in it to get a certain outcome. But if you want a certain outcome, you got to put in a certain work. Personally, I tell all my nieces and nephews and all the kids that I work with, if you going to go to college, look at a money major.
Yeah.
That's engineering, mathematics, biology,
STEM.
nursing,
Oh yeah, yeah,
STEM,
yeah, yeah.
anything that's a money major. Also, you need to look into what you can get, what job that you will be eligible for having this degree.
Can I say something to that? Like you said, is an investment, right? Like when I get on the stock market and figure out what I'm gonna buy, I'm not just going to throw my money at a company.
Exactly.
I want to see what's the wave of the future. Like it's AI, energy, and stuff like that. Especially with everything going on in the economy right now, everybody waiting to see what's going to happen. But like, what we know what's going to be there for sure. What's the direction of everything? We see that everything's getting automated and stuff like that. Hence, eliminating people in the human factor, like jobs like Amazon, where they're getting robots versus the people. Just different things. Like we moving forward. So you want to invest in companies that's going to be around, or the companies that's making this AI and all this equipment that's going to be doing the jobs and stuff like that, versus just, hey, I heard of that, I'm gonna just put money in that. So like with anything you do, you gotta see what direction everything is going and make your investment there. The same thing with school. Now, granted, the kids might, I just, I want to be this because, I just like the way it sounds. And it's like, it's on them because it's their life to live, but you gotta choose better. You gotta get in the industry where you're going to make money.
I agree. And it's and speaking from personal experience, it's hard when somebody tell you, I don't think your major gonna make no money.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. I had this conversation with your niece, and I'm like, why don't you just go to the next step versus a step under? And it's like, she's going back and forth. I mean, it's like ultimately it's her life. You know what I mean? And it's not that we want,